gentlemen, please join me for our first presentation as we welcome my dear friend and the real estate ambassador, Aziza Adewale.
If you go on social media, you hear people say things like Nigerians have a direct entry to heaven. And I'm sure everybody here believes that statement, right? Because we are literally suffering every day. But guess what? In all of this, just like Mr. Damala said, people have money. The money is not just coming to you. So the number one case study that I have is Netflix. So Netflix used to be a DVD rental company before they migrated using technology into the Netflix that we all know today. Knowing what the customer wants and being able to address the customer needs and giving them that service to the point that it becomes a point of convenience, and that is what you should do. So what do I have to say about Apple? By the way, I'm forever a Samsung fan, so count me out. You remember that time that Coca-Cola started branding names on bottles? What did you do? You will run to the nearest store to go and look for your bottle that has your name. What do you think that did to the revenue of Coca-Cola?
Event where Azizat shared a whole lot of knowledge with us.
She's big on integrity, which is one of the things that really help us as realtors and developers to sell.
My name is Ebony Life Cinema. The world is your oyster. Go out and try. Thank you so much for having me.
She is driven by passion for creating value and empowering others. She founded Sheltery, which is a real estate marketing firm that's committed to helping people invest right in real estate by connecting buyers and sellers of real estate and providing other realty services. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me for our first presentation as we welcome my dear friend and the real estate ambassador, Aziza Adewale, to the stage for our first presentation. Thank you so much for being here.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm happy to see you.
Yes.
If you're not happy to see me, you better be happy.
Yes.
Try to smile. Everybody must smile before I start. Exactly. Because I need your happiness and you're going to listen to me. Okay. Hello, everyone. As she has rightly introduced me, my name is Oduwole Azizat Olabisi. And I am the founder of Sheltery. And basically what we do is what everybody here does. We sell real estate. We don't develop, but we sell real estate. Now I have a presentation that I have carefully created, but then again, somehow the projection is not going to work. So I'm just going to do it from my laptop here. Now, personally, I believe that for you to be here, you already have an idea of what real estate is. You started selling real estate. Even if you've not made money from it, you started marketing real estate already. And I'm not speaking, and he gave a very profound speech, and I was like, oh, nice. I mean, if you go back home today, you want to tell me that even if you do not learn anything from anybody, you better remember some of the words he said, because it will help you. And some of the things that he said, I also have them written down here as well. So, on that note, I want to say thank you to all the speakers, and I want to stand on all protocols. Like I said, my name is Azizat, and I have a presentation outline. But because of the nature of the kind of person I am, I tell a lot of stories, and I'm also going to do that today. So I'm not just going to speak to you guys. I'm going to start and give you guys different illustrations. I really wish that my slide can come up, but I don't know. So we'll play around. Number one, if you go on social media, you hear people say things like, Nigerians have a direct entry to heaven. And I'm sure everybody here believes that statement, right? Who doesn't agree with that statement? We don't even need to be judged. When we get to heaven, just cross that line and put us inside paradise straight. Because we are literally suffering every day. You might feel like you still have money in your pocket, but try to take that same amount of money and relocate that abroad today. Then you will know the impact of the money that you have. But guess what? In all of this, just like Mr. Damala said, people have money. The money is not just coming to you. And I stand here today and I say it because I have sold. And when I sell to some clients, I'm like, I thought you people said there's no money. And this was me starting 2020, and I was like, who wants to buy 20 million naira was even a big deal for me then. Who wants to buy 5 million naira? Who wants to buy 5 million naira properties from me? I started as somebody that I just left the University of Lagos. I was a youth corper, and it was a situation that I was going to start selling real estate, and people would be like, who are you? Where are you coming from? I mean, you studied industrial chemistry. How did you get to real estate? More information about that is on my website, shezazinda.com. You understand how I got into real estate. But back to the speech. In other words, or what I'm just trying to say is that if you put it in your mind and say that the economy is hard right now, let's believe that you're not going to sell jack to the end of the day. Because I've been able to let you know that naturally, being a Nigerian is already a disadvantage to you. You'll find your own advantage, and then you ensure that you sell because there's money in this country. Let me give you another example. Still on Nigeria. How many of us started real estate in 2020? If you sold anything within 2020 to 2024 that we have, please raise your hand. Just want to ask you a question. Very good. Okay, I'm going to use my moderator, Miss Chika, here. So in 2020, a 3-bedroom terrace sold for how much? Maybe in Abraham Desire. In 2020, not 2021.
Okay, so let's say,
35. Okay. So when I started real estate, the first house that I sold was 29 million naira. All inclusive 31 million naira. And that was a 3-bedroom terrace in Ogunbo. That was in 2020. In 2024, that same 3-bedroom terrace is at 85 million naira. What does that tell you? So if as of 2020 I was scared and I was saying that, who do I sell this thing to? This is 2024 and I'm selling 85 million naira. What does that mean? People will always buy. But they are buying because of how you are selling. Now let's put that aside. I'll come back to that. Inflation has gone from maybe 13.5 in 2020, we're in 33.4 in 2024 right now. And the question still remains, is it going to come down? God bless you. You have our answer. No. So if you're waiting for the day, like I said, it's praying for dollar not to come down. If you're waiting for the day to come down, my brother, my sister, just pack your load and relocate already. Because it is not. Maybe not in the next 5 years. Maybe in some other 10, 5 years if you have a better economic, whatever, governance and all of that. Maybe it would. But right now, it is not. And right now, you have to eat. Don't you have school fees to pay? Don't you have house rent to pay? Those of us that even have staff, and I'm choking on it, don't we have salaries to pay? We have. So you have to ensure that you are selling to be able to keep up. Even with your basic needs, your food, your mental health, your drugs, everything. Nobody's giving anything for free. Paracetamol was probably 200 naira, now it's 2,000 naira. So if you do not earn, and you do not multiply the money that you're earning, how are you able to survive? So now the essence of today's conference is to actually talk about how you can earn. And what you have decided to earn from is selling real estate. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, the next slide. So I'm going to have questions being thrown in every point in time, just to keep the conversation lively. But I'm going to first of all discuss something. And it is simple. I just want you to pay attention, follow through, and you'll understand. Whenever I'm talking like this, I like to use case studies because it gives us a very clear view of what to expect. Right now, it feels like I'm speaking into the abstract. But when I use case studies of people that have gone through challenging times, it helps you understand that if this person can do it, I can do it too. So the number one case study that I have is Netflix. How many of us are subscribed to Netflix? Hands up? Nearly everybody. But guess what? How you're going to pay your next year rent, do you know it? But you're subscribed to Netflix, right? Amazon, how many of us are subscribed? Showmax, how many of us are subscribed? Good. Now, what the Netflix, who knew or who knows what Netflix used to be before? Nobody. Okay. So Netflix used to be a DVD rental company. before they migrated using technology into the Netflix that we all know today. Now, when they migrated using technology again, they didn't just migrate alone. They introduced flexible payments option, and that's the monthly subscription you're doing. Because guess what? During the 2008 economic downtime, we knew that people still wanted entertainment, because when you live here, you listen to 10 speakers speak, your head is hot. You want to go home and go and drink one bottle of Coke and watch one movie and relax, right? So by the time you're going home and somebody is telling you, give me 15,000 naira before you collect CD to go and watch, you not ask the person that you okay. But Netflix is there telling you, bring 3,000 naira every month and then you watch any movie you like. You can even watch it on various devices. What did that do? It puts you at the forefront of their existence, the customer. Knowing what the customer wants and being able to address the customer needs and giving them that service to the point that it becomes a point of convenience. And that is what you should do. I would explain better with real estate. So the second case study. Now, by the way, Netflix is like the #1 movie streaming platform. I hope you're all aware. We'll talk about Apple. How many of us have iPhones there? Everybody. By the way, I'm forever a Samsung fan, so count me out. But I'm still going to use Apple as my case study. Now, I'm using Apple because it is nearly everybody can afford Apple. Now, this is not a diss, but you know, we the Samsung users are very premium. You don't understand. If our screen should break when trouble, we know, but we'll still use it because why? Our class is different. We're not Bugero. You can't give my phone for people. Sorry. Okay. So, what do I have to say about Apple? At a point in time, we all listened to how Steve Jobs was able to revolutionize the Apple system, right? And then by 2008 too, during the financial crisis, they figured and said, okay, what can we do differently? And then they introduced the iPod. Did anybody have an iPod at any point in time? Very well. What do you do with your iPod? You stream music. Awesome. It became what? Convenience. From that alone, they decided to leverage technology again and went into what? Producing all your App Store, your iOS, and everything, such that if you have an iPhone today, literally everything you need is on that iPhone. And they went on and on and on and on about innovation. And in the course of still doing that innovation, they maintained one particular thing: premium branding. In fact, it got to a point, these people shocked us and stopped putting chargers in their phone. You will now buy the phone. You will now buy the charger. God helps you. You're not going to buy, what they call that thing, AirPod very well. You'll not spend another money. So look at how they've been able to distribute all their products. They knew they could have given it to you in one form, right? But then again, they did what? They did a distribution and gave it to you one after the other. So whether you like it or not, an Apple dealer is enjoying your money. And everybody right now is rushing to buy the latest iPhone 16. What does it give you? Class. If I come here right now and hold my iPhone 16 and put the back intentionally to you people, you will know that. I don't even put a case. What is the case? No. It's not even as expensive as Samsung is it? No. So if the screen should spoil, I will fix it. I will hold that iPhone 16 with joy and pride, showing people that what I have bought. It's not like 2 million or how much or 4 million. It's easy. If it's easy, let everybody buy it now. But guess what? That has been the core of their operations and everything. Leveraging technology every now and then. And then you see them do this YouTube video, putting that camera. It's not still the same 4-back cameras that you people are using. But every now and then they have what? A new story to tell about the camera. The case study 3, we'll come back. Domino's Pizza. Around, I can't remember the year right now, but they had an issue where a customer complained about their services and everything. If somebody should come to you and say, you sold me a bad property, the next thing you want to do is have your defense up. But what did Domino's do? They turned around that thing and launched a campaign. The campaign is called the Pizza Turnaround Campaign. So what did they do with it? They looked for the client and said, okay, no worries. We own up to our mistake. And then we've accepted that this is what we did, right? So imagine a brand that is worldwide known and coming up to say, okay, well, our pizza was not properly done and we delivered it like that. But we're sorry it happened, and then this is what we've done. This is what we've added. And we've not even added a convenience to you. You don't even have to walk into our store again to get this pizza. Just order online and we'll bring it to your doorstep. God bless you. Who said doorstep? bring it to your doorstep. Same thing for this, there's a particular issue right now that I can't remember. Popular abroad, so they have this M sign, I can't remember their name right now. God bless you. You order and they bring it to your house. At the end of the day, is it for them? Yes, they will make money. But who do they put in front? The customers. Because they want ease for you. That's case study 3. In all of these 3 case studies that I've given to you, I want to now use a very popular word that would have you even laughing because you have it right there in front of you. But before I do that, I have a question just so that I know that you've been following. Right? I want to ask somebody here or everybody, how do you think Chicken Republic is thriving in Nigeria? I mean, we all know Chicken Republic. We grew up with Mr. Biggs, Tantalizers, Sensation, what happened to them? The enemy of them. And Chicken Republic is still standing. Can anybody give me an example? Sorry? Congo, one.
Accessible, they're in different locations.
Accessible, 2.
They created an affordable product.
God bless you. What did they do? People started abusing him, the chicken is becoming smart and everything, and then they increased rice and egg. They introduced rice and egg. You people come and buy, actually you are complaining. Come and buy rice and egg now, it's not hard. But guess what? They are still in business. You see, at the very end of everything, you just have to make sure and find a way for you to still be in business. As long as you're still doing what you're doing. Is egg not getting from chicken? It's just now that they decided to now go and get Chicken Republic as soon as possible. What did they do? They brought in as soon. Go online, follow marketing trends. You will see it. They started selling as soon right now. Because what? They realized that people are going to Black Bell, the place, and other places to buy food. Just because they offer Chicken Republic, chicken alone, they realized that, oh, we're losing market share to these people. Come and get your chicken as soon as possible. That's rice and chicken. And that's what they've done. And still, they're still thriving in the market. Find Mr. Beast today, you cannot find them. Because they obviously didn't do all of this that was seated here to learn. Now, the final case study, which is just in front of everybody. Everybody has a bottle of Coca-Cola, right? Can I see it? Can you raise it up? Just with Fanta, don't worry. It's just Coca-Cola. Very well, very good. You remember that time that Coca-Cola started branding names on bottles? What did you do? You will run to the nearest store to go and look for your bottle that has your name. What do you think that did to the revenue of Coca-Cola? You were buying and drinking. The revenue was what? Shooting up. So at the end of the day, what did they do? Just a very simple thing. Think outside the box. They creatively came up with a concept that had people in frenzy. I remember that time we leave class to go and buy Coca-Cola. I looked for my name, I did not find it. I bought Coca-Cola, I did not. And the annoying part is that I spelled my name with 4 Z. A-double-Z, I-double-Z, A-T. Hey, God. I searched everywhere, and I did not find this thing. And at the end of the day, Femi Kunle was trending. Okay, let's even leave that one, because it's a bit old. You've seen the latest thing that InDrive did with Lai Wasabi, and drove people around in what's the name of that car? What do you think that has done to InDrive right now? So me, I drive with my own car. If I had to go out, it would be both. But when I saw this thing, I was in the lockdown, I'm like, oh, there's something called InDrive. It registered in my head. So at the end of the day, the summation of all of this case study that I've given you is for you to understand that you need to be able to just do one basic thing. Think of how you can continuously be in business, and it's simple. Focus on your clients. Now let's go to the main event. That's just my case study. Have I been doing well? Yes. So, what can you do to sell? We're selling real estate. And we're selling a commodity that I'm going to buy my shoes if I remember to buy a house. Right? We all want to be dressed well. So I'm going to buy this fancy dress before Mr. Tunji calls me and come and buy 2-bedroom apartment in the car. I will ask him that, you and him, how much is my dress? How much is the 2-bedroom apartment? And sadly, that's the market that we're in. We all want to survive first before buying anything. So that means that at the end of the day, am I your target audience?
Yes.
Am I your target audience? You are somehow. Don't look at me because I'm dressed, you. Forget packaging, you. I've just told you, the only money in my account right now is money to buy this dress. And you want to send me a 2-bedroom apartment. I will not look at you and say, Madam, you sorry, do you understand that in Yoruba? You have misway. right? So at the end of the day, the very first thing is to understand the people that you want to sell to, because those are your clients. When you understand your clients, you can now address their need, their pain points, their desires, and the things that make them happy. Now, as much as possible, I want to outline all of this before actually giving examples, because I don't want to deviate from it. But I wanted to talk about something real quick. We already know how people feel about the Nigerian real estate market. Oh, everybody is lying. Oh, everybody is not doing the right thing. Developers are not developing. Projects are not being delivered. Who are you not to sit down and say, this is what the reality is, and actually stand by it and let them know? What you've just done is you've gained a great market share to yourself, because people want, the clients want to listen to the person that is speaking the truth. And you need to understand that business is brutal. You face it and you do it. Because at the end of the day, if you don't do it, somebody else will do it. So start educating your clients right now. And 3 things to keep people in business: education, information, and entertainment. If you can build a brand that successfully thrives on these 3 things, you'll have more inflow of people. And I'll give you an example, because I don't want to really use the Nigerian real estate market. We don't have that. Nobody has been able to do something that powerful except my very good friend, Confidence, which you also mentioned. She started a podcast. Well, she started before me, but no problem. She started a podcast that is what? Educating. What that has done is that you have already captured the attention of your audience. When they see that somebody is doing something they can learn from, they already just see you as what? The advisor. Somebody they can go through. Somebody that is honest. Because you need to now come back to the basics and understand that for somebody to buy from you, they need to what? See, like, trust. Once they can see you, once they can like you, once they can trust you. See, let anybody be giving them anything in this whole world, they will come back to you with that offer and tell you, I want to buy this thing from you. So you have to put yourself in that position where they get to see you. Now, again, when I said think outside the box, it's the same thing that Coca-Cola has just did. They printed our names on bottle. And we have to run to the nearest store to go and buy it, because we all wanted to see our name. Marketing, brilliant, perfectly executed. Now, innovate and do it fast. And I'll give that same example again. The podcast, because you mentioned it. Everybody has, or best believe that as we're seated here, we all have maybe one common thing in our head. Oh, let me do this, let me do this advert of this product. It is not who is having the idea. It is who is executing it. And not just executing it fast. Because personally, I am a perfectionist. If it is not good, you will not see me do it. And that's a problem that I want you to go back home today and go and find a way to eliminate from your life, because it will slow you down. So think, execute, and do it fast. People tend to forget that part. It's not just to execute. It's not just to think. Think very fast, because whether you like it or not, everybody sitting here today who are competitors. Forget that here and teaching you and saying all of this. We are competitors. That money that client spent from and buy from you. Tell me, I don't want money. I don't want things. But then again, in the competition is where we find collaboration. And that's why I'm here. Not coming with the mindset of, oh, I'm coming to come and teach people the things that I do, but to understand that when you teach other people to, everybody grows, the economy grows, the business grows, the real estate market starts to boom. If you look at the real estate market 4 years ago and what it is today, the difference is what? Clear, like Sprite. You can tell, marketing has moved up already. Going on, like I said, build around information, education, selling, and entertainment. I've explained all of that already. Diversify your products and services. Now, I say this because when I saw the team of this business, I saw for new realtors and existing realtors. If you are a new realtor, please, what business do you have in Banana Island for 1.2 billion? I asked you. Because you are new. And by new, I mean that you're just entering the market. Now, I'm not saying that you should not sell it. I'm saying understand the people you have in your circle. Because best believe that the first set of people that will buy from you are your warm leads, your family, your friends, people that you already have their contacts. You sell to those people first, then you start to build into the outside world. But guess what again? Sometimes your family don't buy, but your friends can see you and refer you. Those are still your warm leads. So in that your warm leads, if you know you have 1.5 billion naira contacts, why not? But we all know the reality. So why are you going to Ikoyi every day and posting on your Instagram? Don't build you. You're deceiving yourself. To the end of the year, you will not say she buy. I promise you. Let's move on. So when I say diversify your products, developers in Lagos right now, what are they doing? They are running to Abeokuta. They are running to Ibadan. Why? Should the Lagos wants to kill us with demolition? No problem. We will go to other states because they have to be in business. Forget. Okay. So let me say this and let you know today. The aim of every business that you start today is profit. Forget that somebody wants to build community. Nobody say, "Oh, mama, I can be sleeping in my house." Forget that thing they tell you that, "Oh, I want to build a community." I love real estate, definitely. You have to find joy in what you're doing. But you see, for every business you start today, the aim of starting that business is profit making. If you're not making profit, you are out of business. In no time. Because how many of people are here right now? And they are competing against children. Who am I? But guess what? You can do something brilliant today and you're over the roof already. And guess what? My own profit and revenue has decreased, whether I like it or not. So at the end of the day, forget all that thing of, "Oh, I only want to do in Lagos." No problem. You will do in Lagos and the economy of Lagos will do you. Again, people tend to say niche down, which I understand if you're just starting. And that's why I mentioned that I don't want to see your leg in front of Banana Island for 2 billion. When you've not even sold a 600K property. Do you understand? So a lot of people tell you, "Oh, I only do luxury, I only do affordable, I only do off-plan and everything." So I asked myself the same question. In 2020, if somebody had come to me and said, "I don't start shelter," would I have listened? No. Because I wanted to also have a brand. I must have a brand, CEO and everything. But then again, do you know that the best form of brand that you can have is yourself? Put my name on Google right now. I tried something yesterday. I put it on ChatGPT. They gave me, Azizat is a professional real estate something. I said, me? Put it. Open your phone. Open your phone. Oh yeah. Go to Google. Put Azizat on Google. If you will not see me. Oh yeah, put Shelter, where will you see? Barely nothing. Because the finances to run a company cannot be compared to the finances to run your personal brand. So show up. And I know that we have something at the back of our head. We want our videos to be fine. That's what a brand should be. But as an individual, run that video with your personal phone. What people want to see is you. And that's one thing I have learned and I am doing it this year. So at the end of the day, show up as you. That way, if you're going to Ibadan to go and sell any properties, people will follow you and buy that Ibadan. Not because you're operating in Ibadan, but because you have gone to Ibadan. And because anywhere as that goes, my client goes, they will buy from you. Relocate to Canada today. Go to Abuja tomorrow. Go to Abeokuta tomorrow. See, once you're able to build that name with your name, go anywhere you want to go to, they will buy from you. The next one, emotional selling. And I say this because I used to do a lot of logical selling. And what do I mean? I try to justify a lot of things. Oh, is this property worth it? Does it make sense and everything? My brother, in the economy of today, appeal to the emotions of people. See, talk about something that is like, the Yorubas will say, something that's spinning in your heart, right? Something that is exactly. The pinpoint of people appeal to their emotions. Now, cut cost. And I say this because, thank you, clap for me. Cut cost, and I say it because, oh, Anthony here makes the nicest video on Instagram. I know how many times I've called Anthony. Just give me like 10 minutes, let me finish. 5 minutes. I call Anthony and say, your videographer, if I catch him, I will steal him. Do you know how much it is to hire a videographer? So you better start with your phone. You could have iPhone. Do the video and post it. That's what I was saying, because I have limited time. Now, go local. Go back to your phone. This is the point where you have to go back to the clients that bought from you before and go and say, hello, sir. I'm just checking up on you. You can use better words. Don't use checking up or follow up. I'm just circling back. Oh, how are you? How's your family? Don't go to them and say there's another offer. They will look at you and say, in this Nigeria that they are demolished, like there's something wrong with you. Keep in touch. Have a broadcast list where you reach out to your clients and say, oh, I'm just checking in. This is your investment. This is where it is. This is the development. They just sense that this person is committed to my well-being and my growth. The next thing is somebody speaking real estate beside them. You're the next person they are calling. So I can be very fast. Get better at selling. There are different techniques for selling. The AIDA techniques: attract, interest, desire, action. It means that you're getting them to want to buy. Make fine videos. Use hooks. People think attention span of everybody has reduced. So you have 3 seconds to grab the attention of somebody. So use hooks and make your videos. And you have to learn how to sell. Open-ended questions, close-ended questions, questions like, oh, somebody is just talking to you and then you're already telling the client that, is there any other information you would like to proceed? Did he tell you he wants to proceed? But guess what? You've pushed him to that end of the night because you need to sell, you need this money. Did he tell you he wants to proceed? No. But you've pushed him to that point where he feels like, oh, okay, immediately after the inspection, so you like this house, no worries. I'll just draft up the offer letter right now. He has not told you to draft it. But what have you done? You've taken that step forward to tell him that I will draft the offer letter. So I can finish. Keep a positive attitude. Like I said, Nigeria is hard. It is going to be harder. Petrol has gone up right now. I'm sure a lot of people will not make it here because what? Fuel is not expensive. But when you wake up every day, just as Chika said, the last thing you want to go and do is news. Me, I won't follow every news blog. Because you cannot come and be giving me any. I need my health. Yes, I need my health. Especially today, not hey God. I need my sanity. And my sanity is in when I'm talking to my client. I cannot be talking about one filling station that is burning. I'm sorry. That does not mean I'm not concerned. It just means that I'm focused and I'm trying to keep a positive mental energy. Because if you're not good here, you can't be good here, and you can't be good when you're talking to people. Now, upsell and cross-sell. Upsell simply means to upgrade something. Your clients come to me and say, oh, they want to buy an Epe, maybe 900K or something. Right? And then you know these clients can buy more. Why not just tell the client, instead of buying this one, let's do this one, let's do this one. Again, you can only do that because you positioned yourself as what? An advisor, a consultant. So now, if I go on anybody's Instagram and I'm seeing award-winning realtor, I will block you. Yes, there's no point. If you come to me and tell me, let me take care of you, what are you award-winning? At the end of the day, you are a consultant. Go and read Brian Tracy, the Sell Something book. He said, position yourself as a consultant, not as a seller. That way people can approach you and say, let me talk to you and seek advice. And then, like I said, you have a CRM sheet where you follow up with people that reach out to you. Because in real estate, we all like to say location, location, location. But in selling, it's following up, following up, following up. Because somebody that you're talking today will go and buy from somebody else if they don't hear from you in the next maybe 3 weeks or 1 year. So, I've just talked about the old selling techniques and all of that. The 7 P's of marketing, I really love to touch it, but I do not have that time. But just so you know, it is divided into product, price, people, places, promotion, process, and physical evidence. You need to get testimonials. The people that have enjoyed the services of your business, get them to actually talk about your business. That way, other people can do what? Right? Now, I would have loved to have a role play. Do I have 3 minutes to do that?
Less than 3 minutes.
Okay, a quick role play. Has anybody sold anything yet before? You sold something? Okay, my madam in glasses, please quickly come forward. I need another man. You've sold something before. Okay, if you haven't sold before, just anybody, just 2 people to come up here right now. Please, 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 I have 3 minutes. Thank you. Very well. How are you? Okay, so it is very simple. Gates and Qatar has just launched the property. Please come, please come, please come. And it is located, where's my light? And it is located in Freedom Way. It's a 2-bedroom apartment selling for 120 million naira. And Gate and Qatar needs us to sell the property in the next 3 months. You are a realtor. We just sent you this brief on WhatsApp to say, we want this thing sold. Your commission is so. Now, luckily enough for you, you have somebody that is a ready client. Guess what I said? A ready client, right? She's been looking for an apartment and she wants to buy. How are you going to quickly sell this thing to her? In less than 1 minute.
Hello, madam. I have just what you needed, just dropped on my table, and
Please, I need everybody to
this
listen.
to you. It's perfect for you. The location is right where you want it, and the spacing in the house is exactly what you want. I'm sharing this with you right now because I want you to be part of those who would grab this opportunity right before it blows up.
Okay, you have to respond, yes.
We're responding to her.
Yes.
I only want to say how I can sell my.
No, I want you to respond to her.
As a client.
Okay, how much does it cost?
So it's going for a little below, right now it's going for a little below your original budget. I'm going to share with you the details and see if we can move forward with this.
What's the payment plan? Is this a finished apartment or is it an off-plan apartment?
It's an off-plan apartment. The interesting thing about it is you can just sign up with just 30%, but since you're ready, you can do a little bit more so that when you're spreading the payments, you don't have to have so much pressure on you. And the company also has something similar, close to that. Same area.
So, it's fine. Let's still say, thank you very much for coming, but still say that, hold on. I'll quickly analyze that right now. She's a ready client, quite correct, but she's never spoken to her. And Gate Akaka has this 2-bedroom they need to sell, 125 million naira. Because you're a realtor and you need to sell it to her, right? First and foremost, I know you want to sell, but calm down. Let the clients feel like you have their interest at heart. So first of all, start by asking that question. Madam, it's nice to connect with you, right? So what are you looking at? Like I said, go back and learn open and close-ended questions. Questions that you can ask to trigger the next person to give you an answer. So she went directly to her by saying, no, I have a 2-bedroom in the Kate, 125 million naira, no problem. Guess what she said? I want an already finished and you're selling off plan. So ask questions. And that's the essence of this role play. Ask questions. Make the clients feel like you are somebody that's interested in their welfare. Then they can ask her to open up to you. And before you know it, somebody that wants an already built, you will convert the person to buy the own plan. And that's where your knowledge of real estate comes in to tell this woman that if you buy this already built, and you're not looking to move in it right now, who puts that money in off plan? So that by the time they are done, the price has already gone what? Up. You give her analysis, like you said, you use PDFs, stop sending flyers and everything right now. You can even write it out on your WhatsApp. And because it's a physical discussion, that's where your background of real estate comes in. It's not enough to call yourself a realtor, but you have to be a learned realtor. So at the end of the day, you will get sold to her. Like she said, she's looking for already built. But if I'm to have this conversation, I'll get her to buy that off plan that she doesn't want to buy. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And thank you so much for listening to me. And I want to say something to conclude this. At the end of the day, I know you want to survive. I know you want to earn money. I know you want to become a Lagos big boy, Lagos big girl, and everything. But like Mr. Damola said, I want you to applaud yourself for coming here today, because at the end of it all, if you do not learn, you cannot earn. The world is your oyster. Go out and shine. Thank you so much for having me.
Fantastic delivery. Thank you so much for that packed session. If you say that you have any regrets being here, then I know that you're lying. Because really and truly, we're breaking things down. We're showing you how we get things done. How to really...
Hi everyone. So I attended the Elite Realtors Network today, and it was really impactful. One of the guest speakers today was Azizat. I've been following her for a while. I've learned a lot. In fact, I was looking forward to seeing her, and I came, I saw, I was blown away. She came prepared, she delivered, she said serious nuggets of sales with us. And she gave some, really real case studies that she shared with us today. She's big on integrity, which is one of the things that really help us as realtors and developers to sell in this business. That's one of the biggest things we need to do as realtors, grow on our integrity, which is something she is really, really big on, which is why I'm still following her till today. So I was really impacted by what she said and everything she talked about in the real estate business. And she was quite bold, talking about the issues that developers had. And some of those developers came and talked about how the stories online are sometimes not true. But it's good that someone can actually come up to them. They were even quite happy that someone can come up and then reach out to them and ask what really is going on, and so that they can really have the investors' interest at heart. So that's part of what we learned today. I'm really grateful to be part of it. Looking forward to being a part of more of these networking events and maybe future events of Azizat.
Hi, my name is Olumide Bangbelu, and I just attended an event where Azizat just shared a whole lot of knowledge with us. And my honest feedback is that Azizat is a very, very good communicator. She was able to pass her points clearly. She was able to buttress them with facts. She was able to send home that knowledge that we needed at that point. Azizat is a very, very good communicator, and I can recommend her for that at any point in time. And yes, this is Azizat.
You said this is Azizat. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And it's nice to know that a lot of people listened and actually enjoyed the conversation. So this is going to be my first video on YouTube, talking about my activities, the things I do, speak and everything. And I can't wait to actually do more of this and see you guys on the next one.
Okay, so since she said it's our first video, so you know the way they do this thing?
Subscribe.
Subscribe, yeah. Subscribe.